Hello everybody, it's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is 1 o'clock on Thursday, which means it is time for a Facebook Live video. So let me just go ahead and double check. It looks like I am in fact transmittelating, so that is a good thing. I was truly hoping to have my UPS so that I could share that with you, but you know, no, not so much. I suspect they'll show up about 6 o'clock tonight, so maybe tomorrow I'll get a chance and I'll pop on live. So be sure that you have subscribed. I'll probably do it on YouTube if I do. So be sure you've subscribed to my YouTube channel and set up your notifications so that you'll know when I go live. Hey, Glenda. Hi, Joyce. Appreciate you joining. So in lieu of that, I have a fun fold card for you. Hey, Rosie. This one uses the Let's Set Sail bundle, which is a punch bundle. So it has the Sailboat Builder punch and the Let's Set Sail stamp set. Now this is in the current January to June mini catalog, and it's carrying over into the 2021 or 22-23 annual catalog. So that's kind of cool, which means that you can create Mauian scenes for the whole next year. Hello, Barbara and Chris and Brooke and Judy and Debbie and Marva and everybody. I appreciate you guys coming on. So this is kind of a riff on a fun fold that everybody has seen at least 15 times, so I apologize for that, but I thought it was cute. I've used Hues of Happiness DSP and then the Let's Set Sail bundle, and it's just a flat card base with a small little card on the front like that. So kind of a half joy fold, maybe you could say. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got everything on my blog for tomorrow, so you don't even need to take notes. You can just sit and watch. Okay? All righty. So let me put this aside. The first thing I'm going to do, now, if my order had come, which it did not, but if it had, which it did not, but if it had, I would probably emboss this. There's a new embossing folder, Into the Clouds, I think it is. I think that would be cool. But I think it's also okay in just unembossed splendor. Hey, Catherine, appreciate you joining for a little bit. Enjoy your lunch date. So I'm just going to adhere this with a little bit of liquid glue to a Mango Melody card front. Actually, it's a matte, not a card front at all. It's a matte. It's totally a matte. And then my card base is Night of Navy. So very simple. Looks a little bit like the Denver Broncos now that I look at it. And I'm not even a Broncos fan, so it was completely inadvertent. I picked these colors because they are two of the colors in the Hues of Happiness, which is gorgeous new DSP. I love it so much. Now, I have two squares, and I got the squares from the Stylish Shapes dies. This is brand new. It's amazing. I think I've used them approximately 7.8 million times since they came out like a month ago. So you're definitely going to want to have these, I promise. And just so you know, Stylish Shapes is one of the a la carte dies, which means it's not attached to a particular stamp set or suite or bundle or anything like that. But it is in, I'm going to say my bundle number 2. It's bundle number 2 or 3, the special bundles, which are still available through the 17th. All right. So what I've done is I took 2 pieces of Hues of Happiness. You can see the flowers on the other side. One is in Mango Melody and Daffodil, and one is in Pool Party and Night of Navy. And I used the largest of the square Stylish Shapes to cut them out. So I'm going to take this one that looks like sky. For me, this looks like sky. And I am going to adhere it up here in this top corner, like so. Okay, and before I get too much further, I'm going to give it some birds. Now, I gotta just tell you, I love little seabird images like that a lot. I think they're really cute. And so, yeah, Catherine, they are the bomb and the diggity and the bomb diggity also. I'm just going to stamp this. You get 6 birds with 1 stamp, so I'm going to stamp these little guys up here in the corner in Night of Navy. Because I think seagulls would be Night of Navy, don't you? I do, pretty sure. Okay, now for my little fun fold card, I have a tiny card base. It's 3 1/8 by 6 1/4. And what I'm going to do is just score that in half this way. So that's going to be 3 1/8, thereby creating a square card, 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. And then I'm going to mat my little Hues of Happiness square that is ocean. This is ocean. That other one was sky. You see where I'm going with that? And I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue on there. Liquid glue is awesome. You don't need to use a ton of it, so it's very cost effective. And we're just going to put that on like that. And then I'm going to adhere it to the front of this card. Now this card opens backwards, just so you know. Just saying, it opens backwards. Hey Amy, appreciate you joining. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this right here, like so. So again, this is another little Night of Navy. I sort of contemplated swapping it up and making this Mango Melody and then a Night of Navy matte, but then I really liked how this DSP looked with that, just that little pop of the Mango Melody. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this to the card front. Roughly centered, but a little bit cockamamie. That's a technical term. You are, of course, welcome to use it. Be sure I'm putting this on backwards, which is correct. All right. And trying to make it as straight as I can. There we go, just like that. We'll open it up to give it a little rub here, like so. Okay, perfect. Now, I use the boat builder, sailboat builder punch to punch some pieces and parts. Now, this is a Night of Navy sailboat. I believe it's a catamaran, similar to the one that we took on Maui. I don't think he had Mango Melody sails, nor were his sails Melon Mambo. But if I had a catamaran in Hawaii, that would be my color combo, because I think that's very cool. And what I'm just going to do here is I'm going to layer these onto my little tiny card front, like so. I'm going to pop these with dimensionals, like so. And this goes like that. I'm not going to lie, I had to look at the pictures to see how sails go, because I don't have a sailboat. I have a bass boat, and they don't have any sails. Okay, just saying. And then I'm going to have this sentiment right here. And amazingly, you're going to be shocked. This is cut from another Stylish Shapes die. So it's the next to largest of the banner dies. Okay, so let us go ahead. Let me entertain you. Hey, Joan. Hey, Nyoka. Appreciate you guys joining. I'm just going to adhere this with a little bit of liquid glue. The sailboat. The sailing boat. And he's going to be kind of on the whole thing, but kind of skewing forward a little bit. Okay. I didn't skew him quite as much as I planned to start with, but that's okay. And then I'm going to take a few dimensionals and put them on these little sail people, the sail guys right here. I'm going to adhere him first, and then I'm going to do some dry fitting with the Melon Mambo guy, because he kind of sticks forward of the card base, and I want to be sure I get him in the right spot. Okay, so let's see, he goes right about like that. And if any of y'all are sailors and I've completely done it wrong, well, have I mentioned I have a bass boat? Okay, so I know I want dimensionals not out here on the point. I'm going to put some right in this part of the body of the sail. Let me get rid of that. I can't see anything. All right. Yes, I do, Catherine. I love that we can do whatever we want. It's my sail. You know, and I'm pretty sure people can get whatever color sail they like. You know, with enough money, anybody can get anything, right? That's what I have heard somewhere. What is it they say about money? It doesn't buy happiness, but it certainly does make misery less miserable. I'm thinking that's a saying. All right, so that's going to go like so, and it's going to stick forward, and that's fine. I don't have a dimensional under there, so we're good to go. Pull these little covers off. Pull the little covers off. Yeah, I've been watching the UPS all day, but nope. Nope. And if you ordered shares, the shares are in the same shipment. Well, roughly. There we go. So that's popped on. The two sails are popped on with dimensionals. And now I'm going to do the same here. And do some dimensionales. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brooke. Except I think it was probably Amy, because I don't think I have that set. I do have that. I did buy that set, but I don't know where that set is now. So I may have inadvertently or vertently put it out on my team giveaway table for my last meeting, which sounds like something I would do even if I didn't mean to. But I hope whoever got it enjoyed it. Otherwise, it's going to show up at some point and I'm going to be like, oh, there it is. Okay, so I don't have any dimensionals under this part of the sentiment, and I'm just going to let these guys do the work, so I'm not even going to worry about putting any liquid glue there. These will hold it on just fine. I promise. All right, so let me straighten this up, get over the top of it a little bit. Now, one thing to note, you do not want anything to go past this edge because it's going to be opening and closing like that, and you don't want to bend your sentiment. Nobody wants a bent sentiment. Nobody wants that. All right. Okay, so before we get away from this part, it can certainly buy happy Stampin' Up! Stamps. You are correct on that. Hey, Vicky from North Carolina. All right, I have some of the Glossy Dots assortment. These are new. You've got Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. And I let it be a little bit of a... I'm just playing with it because it's fun and they're pretty. So I'm just going to put some of these here. A small and a medium. And a small down here. And then I'm going to switch to the Daffodil Delight and do a small right there. And then a small and a large over here. Well, not a large, a medium. But just right. And there's my card front. So on the inside of this little card, I'm just going to stamp a second sentiment in Night of Navy. Hey, Betty. Appreciate you joining. Where are you, sentiment? Here we go. Let your dreams set sail is going to be the sentiment I use. And kind of make it as straight as I can make it, which may or may not be straight at all. Oh, looks pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take that for $1. And then we're going to adhere it to some more Mango Melody. Have I ever told you this is like my favorite orange ever? It actually looks juicy like a mango. And have I ever mentioned how much work mangoes are to eat? The only place mangoes are easy to eat are like in hotel buffets in Hawaii, where they've already cut it for you. Then it's pretty easy and it's awesome, right? Then everybody loves them. I actually love them. I had honey mangoes the other day. I had never had a honey mango, and they are really, really yummy, and yes, actually worth the effort. Okay, now let's make sure we're right side up, and I'm just going to adhere this on the inside. And it's very simple. There's no other decoration except the sentiment, because we're going to decorate the back panel. So there's our card front and our little tiny card ready to go. Now, on my back, I'm going to stamp the sailboat and some birds and a little bit of ocean in Pool Party. So, what I recommend when you're stamping your sailboat, you might find it's easier if you stamp the rightmost sail first, and it's going to be about there, and you kind of want it up with that little, with the bottom of it angled up a little bit, like it's caught the wind, right? Because that point, this point here and this point here are, you know, supposed to be roughly attached to the mast. That's how you make them go. All right, see, I do know a whole lot about sailing. There we go. And so that is Mango Melody. And then I'm going to close this. Actually, why don't they make the S be in Mango? I don't know, Catherine. I really, truly don't know. I really, truly wish they did. But they don't, so, you know. And apparently I have not gotten myself an envelope. So let's get an envelope, and I'll have to find a piece of DSP here too. I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. And we'll stamp this here. It's got a lot of rake to it but these 2 points are kind of lined up and down. Well, there's a little guy right there. He'll be all right. It's a pennant. Yeah, that's it. It's a pennant. And then I will do my boat. Hey, Alicia, appreciate you coming. Oh, boat. Here you go. Sailboat in Night of Navy. And I'm just going to line his mast up pretty close. He's on the down slope there. I like that. I kind of like it. That's rakish and I like it. There we go. I'm going to fix it with ocean. Don't be fretting. Have you not seen how they do in the ocean? When we were in Maui, we went on, snorkeling, and the snorkel boat was a catamaran with a sail. And they motored over to Molokini, I think it was. And that's where we snorkeled, and then they motored back to the marina. But at one point, they stopped the motor and they raised all the sails, and we went under sail for quite a while, and it was spectacular. It was absolutely spectacular. If I lived in Maui and all of a sudden was a rich person, I would, see, God's making me cough because, just a sec. Ooh, okay. If I did live there, I would have one of those because that's so fun. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes, Melon Mambo. It was Amy's fault. Hey, Mary. All right, we're going to put him on here like so. This one's got some rough seas, so if you're seasick, you'll know it's because the seas are a little bit rough. But it was truly fun to be sailing like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to make a little bit of, well, let's see, before we do that, let's give some little Boyds. Let's give some Boyds. We got some Boyds, some Night of Navy Boyds. Let's see, I'm going to put him here for the envelope. And then we'll put him on here. I'm trying my dangest to not get Night of Navy all over the place. It's hard. It's like wearing a white t-shirt. It's just begging. It's begging. Yeah, I long for Hawaii nearly every day. Oh, yeah, Penny, that a sailboat storm would not be funny. I would not like that. That is a true thing. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of Pool Party, and I'm going to use the Ocean. This is Ocean. It's one of the stamps in the set. And we're going to give some Ocean, because otherwise it just looks like it's flying, which is not really a thing. And we'll just put it like that. And then I'm going to straighten it out a little bit. There, just like that. It was a tossed and stormy day. There we go. So there's the Ocean for the inside or the back, if you will. And then we'll do the same with the envelope. And there we go. It's kind of cool when you overstamp like that. You get a little more variation in the colors, more like a tossed and stormy sea. And that's all the stamping. Let me put this ink away quick before I do something goofy and get it everywhere. I'm going to do a cautionary hand wiping. And put this aside, and I'm going to have to grab a piece of DSP because I forgot it. The downside to Mary being ready for a video an hour before it starts is that I almost always, you can almost set your clock to it, forget to bring something to the table. And today it was DSP. So there we go. And then we're going to put this on the back of our card, which is over here. All right, make sure we're right side up. And we'll just put this on with a little bit of liquid glue. Yes, like Rosie said, I hope you'll join me on Saturday for my YouTube video. And if you'll set your notifications up, get subscribed and set your notifications up, then if I'm able to go live tomorrow so that you can take a look at my order, then you'll know and you'll be able to watch it live. See you, Catherine. Have a great day. Okay, let me grab a little bit of DSP. Hang on just a secondo. And let's see, the first one was actually, the first one I did in the Mango Melody, but here we'll just go ahead and use, the Night of Navy and Pool Party. Like that. And put it on our envelope flapper. A little bit on our envelope flapper. I do bring a lot to the table. It's just not always what I need, which is weird, right? Since I've got everything like right here where I can reach it, it's weird that I wouldn't have it, yeah? I don't want to use this color. No, I do not. Wait a minute. I want to use a different color, the other color, because, hang on, be hanging on. Let me get that color, because I want to put birds on it, and it's just not gonna make me happy. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay, we'll put this color on. That's what I wanted, because I want to put birds on here. And it would look weird if they were flying in the ocean. Although I guess it could look, that could actually have been sky too, huh? Oh well. See, this is such pretty paper. You can do anything with it because it's gorgeous. Thanks, Alicia. I love this paper. Is this your favorite paper so far? I mean, it is absolutely stunning. Really stunning paper. In fact, this one that I'm cutting up right now is one of the prettiest of them with the Night of Navy background. It's reminiscent of the black backgrounds that I like so much. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do what I said, which is stamp those little Boyds on there. And a little bit of Night of Navy. Boom, like that. All right. Nobody says you can't put anything on your envelope flap. And so there you go. We've got a little tiny fun fold, really easy, just a little tiny card on a flat card base with the Let's Set Sail bundle and featuring the Hues of Happiness paper. So I appreciate you spending part of your day with me. I hope I will see you on Saturday as well. And enjoy the rest of your week, y'all. Thank you so much. Don't forget, the Derby is on Saturday and Mother's Day is on Sunday. Don't forget to call your mom. All right, guys. See ya.